We are Think Gas. We are a relatively new CGD operating company. We began operations in 2018, so just over 4 years ago. We operate in the CGD area, where we lay infrastructure and distribute and market gas to customers in essentially 4 segments: CNG, which is transportation; domestic, which is households; and then commercial and industrial customers. We have operations in a number of states, including Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, UP, and also more recently in Himachal Pradesh. When we started, we were the first CGD company to be funded exclusively by international private equity. So we brought a huge amount of foreign direct investment into the country, and we were the first company who were essentially an independent, institutionally backed company to commence operations in CGD. And we won our first licenses in 2018 in the 9th round of CGD bidding. So I think from my point of view, this sector has obviously been around for a long time. For a long time, it was very much dominated by the public sector utilities. And one of the reasons we came into this sector is we felt that we could run frankly, a better business in this sector by implementing new technologies, having a new focus in terms of how the work was done, etc. In terms of what we've actually done, what we have really focused on is accelerating our infrastructure. At the end of the day, we believe that our role is to service the customer, to deliver gas to the customer, and we can only do that if we have infrastructure in place. So we have very much accelerated our infrastructure rollout relative to many other CGDs. We now have infrastructure which is well ahead of our minimum work requirements, and we're very much focused on reaching to the customer. And right as of today, we have the main spine of our infrastructure in place, and now we're putting in all the extensions to reach to that last mile connectivity for customers. So I think this is a sector that has huge potential to grow. I think if you look at the level of penetration of natural gas in India relative to the rest of the world, it's tiny. Relative to government's own expectations, it's tiny. So there's a long way to go. Right now, it's going through a period of what I would describe as hiccup, because of where natural gas prices are globally. War in Europe and in Ukraine and Russia has had an impact. But those things will pass. This is a cyclical business. Those things will pass, and I'm of the view that this sector, CGD, has a very bright future. But we will have to go through these ups and downs, and the level of penetration will increase very, very materially. So even within the areas within which we operate, there's a huge amount of growth which is yet to come. And beyond that, I think there is a overall thesis of consolidation that needs to happen in the sector. And I think where we're trying to position ourselves is to grow our business during this period. And when that consolidation opportunity comes, we play a very significant role in that consolidation of the sector. But essentially, we're at the stage now where by the end of this financial year, we will be operating 100 plus CNG stations, a large number of which will be our own Think Gas branded CNG stations. We will be operating, distributing natural gas to several tens of thousands of domestic households. We will be serving probably about 150 to 160 C&I customers by the end of the financial year. And we will probably have in the order of close to 2,000 kilometers of plastic pipeline and in excess of close to 600 kilometers of steel pipeline laid by that time.